300 feet below the surface of the ocean. No sunlight, no cell signal, no way out. And right now, somewhere out there, a crew of 135 American sailors is doing something that most people will never know about hunting. This machine costs $4 billion. It runs on nuclear power. It can stay underwater for months, and the enemy cannot hear it coming. But here is what nobody talks about: the daily life inside this thing. What do these men actually do hour by hour when they are deep beneath the waves? What does a normal Tuesday look like when you are inside a steel tube the size of a football field, moving silently through the deep ocean? That is exactly what this is about. And before we get into it, there is one number that is going to stop you cold. The number of Tomahawk missiles the newest version of this submarine can carry. Hold on to that, because when we get to the weapons section, it changes how you think about American naval power entirely. What is this machine? Let's start from the beginning. The submarine we are talking about is the Virginia-class fast attack submarine. The official designation is SSN. That stands for Nuclear-Powered Attack Submarine. And when the U.S. Navy says attack submarine, they mean exactly that. This is not a defensive platform. This thing is built to go into enemy waters, find threats, and eliminate them without ever being seen. The program launched in the early 1990s. The first boat, the USS Virginia, was commissioned in 2004. Since then, the U.S. Navy has commissioned 26 of these submarines, and 43 more have been ordered. The most recent one, the USS Idaho, was commissioned on April 25, 2026. That was just about a month ago. And the price tag? $4 billion per submarine. Some variants with upgrades cost $4.3 billion. The program has already spent over $17 billion just in cost overruns and delays. That should tell you something about how seriously the U.S. military takes this platform. This is the backbone of America's undersea force, and right now, at any given moment, multiple Virginia-class submarines are somewhere in the world's oceans watching, listening, and waiting. The physical machine. Now let's talk about what this thing actually looks like. The Virginia class is 377 feet long. That is longer than a football field from end zone to end zone. It has a beam, meaning its width of 34 feet. Submerged, it weighs 7,800 tons. The newer Block 5 versions are even larger, stretching to 460 feet and displacing 10,200 tons. Down inside the hull, it runs on an S9G nuclear reactor. That reactor is designed to run for 33 years, the full operational life of the submarine, without ever needing to be refueled. Think about that. One fueling, 33 years of operation. The reactor powers a pump jet propulsion system. Now here is why that matters. Traditional submarine propellers create a specific sound pattern in the water. Enemy sonar systems are trained to pick up that exact pattern. The pump jet design disrupts that acoustic signature almost completely. It swallows the water, pushes it out the back, and produces barely any detectable noise at all. On top of that, the entire hull is coated in what are called anechoic tile special panels that absorb sonar waves instead of reflecting them back. So if an enemy sends out a sonar ping, the Virginia class absorbs it. There is no echo. From the outside, it basically disappears. Maximum speed is over 25 knots underwater. Operating depth goes beyond 800 feet. And the only real limit on how long it can stay submerged is how much food the crew has on board. This is not a ship. It is a ghost. The United States military has built something that no other nation on Earth can match: a submarine that hunts silently, strikes precisely, and protects this country from threats most of us never even hear about. If that makes you proud, go to the comments right now and type the word proud. Let's fill this comment section up. The crew, who lives inside. Now here is where it gets personal. 135 to 145 American sailors live inside this machine during a deployment. That breaks down to 15 officers and 120 enlisted men and women. They are not just living there. They are running a nuclear reactor. They are operating weapon systems. They are monitoring sonar around the clock. They are navigating without GPS because a Virginia-class submarine does not use satellite navigation when it is deep underwater. It uses internal systems to know exactly where it is. The living quarters are tight, very tight. Sailors share bunks in a system called hot racking, meaning when one sailor gets up for a watch shift, another sailor gets into that same bunk. There is almost no personal space. You have a small locker. You have your rack. That is it. But here is what the US Navy understood a long time ago. You cannot ask a human being to perform at a high level for months on end in total darkness and confinement without taking care of them. So the Virginia class has been upgraded in ways that might surprise you. The newer Block 5 boats have improved lighting systems that mimic natural daylight cycles to help the crew's body clocks stay on track. Air systems have been upgraded. Climate control is better. There is even a small gym on board. And perhaps the most talked about feature among submariners, fresh bread. Every single day, someone on the crew bakes fresh bread. In a submarine 300 feet underwater, moving silently through enemy waters, the crew gets a warm loaf of bread. That is not a small thing when you are 60 days into a deployment with no sunlight and no contact with the outside world. The daily routine, 6 hours on, 6 hours off. So what does a day actually look like? There is no sunrise on a submarine. There is no day or night in the traditional sense. The crew runs on what is called a watch schedule, a structured rotation that keeps the submarine fully operational at all times. Here is how it works. At any given moment, 1/3 of the crew is on watch. That means they are actively manning a station. 1/3 is sleeping, and 1/3 is doing maintenance, training, or eating. The watch shifts run 6 hours on and 18 hours in rotation. Different positions rotate at different times to make sure fresh eyes are always on the critical systems. Let's walk through a real day. A sailor wakes up not because the sun came up, but because their bunk schedule says it is time. They eat. The submarine runs a full galley, 3 meals a day, every day. Food on US Navy submarines is genuinely good. It is one of the ways the Navy keeps morale up during long patrols. After eating, they go on watch. Depending on their role, they might be sitting at a sonar console, listening through headphones for sounds in the water. They might be at the ship's control panel, the fly-by-wire system that steers this machine. They might be in the engineering spaces, monitoring the reactor and propulsion systems. Strategic exercises happen during the day. The crew runs through simulated missions, practices emergency procedures, walks through what a weapons launch would look like from start to finish. These drills happen regularly, and they are taken seriously. This is not a fire drill at a school. This is preparation for real-world combat scenarios. By 1,500 hours, most training is done. There is planning. Debriefing, some free time. Dinner at 1,700 hours. Around 2,000 hours, there is usually a movie. The submarine has a small entertainment system, and the crew gathers in the mess to watch something together. It sounds simple, but after weeks of silence and stress, that movie matters. Then, lights out. And 6 hours later, it starts again. Now here is where this gets serious. Because everything we just talked about, the crew, the reactor, the daily grind, all of it exists for one purpose: to put this weapon system in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. The arsenal. What this machine can do. The Virginia class carries two primary weapon types. First, the Mk-48 ADCAP torpedo. 4 torpedo tubes, 533 millimeters each. These torpedoes are wire-guided, meaning after they leave the tube, the crew can still steer them. They can chase a target, adjust course, and they run at speeds and depths that make them nearly impossible to evade once locked on. Second, Tomahawk cruise missiles, and this is where that number we mentioned at the start of the script comes in. The original Virginia-class boats in the Block 1 through 4 configuration carry 12 Tomahawk missiles fired from 2 large payload tubes in the bow, each holding 6 missiles. Then came Block 5. And the Virginia payload module, the VPM, changed everything. The VPM adds an entire new section to the hull. Inside that section, 4 additional large-diameter vertical launch tubes. Each tube holds 7 Tomahawk missiles. That brings the total Tomahawk count on a Block 5 submarine to 40 missiles. 40 Tomahawk cruise missiles, each one capable of flying over 1,000 miles and striking a target with extraordinary precision. To put that in perspective, the older Los Angeles-class submarines that the Virginia replaced, they carried 12 Tomahawks. The Virginia Block 5 carries more than 3 times that number. These are strike weapons, land attack weapons. They can reach deep inside an enemy country from hundreds of miles offshore, from a submarine the enemy did not even know was there. That is what $4 billion buys. The eyes and ears, sonar and sensors. But before this submarine fires a single weapon, it has to find its target. And that is where the sensor systems come in. The Virginia class runs what is called the BQQ-10 sonar suite. It combines 3 separate sonar systems working together. There is a large aperture bow array, a passive sonar system built into the front of the submarine. It listens. It does not send out signals. It just listens, constantly, for the sounds of other vessels moving through the water. There are flank arrays sonar sensors built into the sides of the hull that give the crew a wider picture of what is around them. And there is a towed array, a long cable that trails behind the submarine, dragging hydrophones through the water to pick up extremely faint sounds at long range. All of that data feeds into the ANBYG-1 combat control system, which processes it in real time and helps the crew identify, classify, and track targets. And here is a detail that changes how you think about this submarine. The traditional periscope, that tube you stick up through the surface, does not exist on the Virginia class. It was replaced by what are called photonics masts. These are telescoping arms that rise above the surface and carry high-resolution cameras, infrared sensors, and low-light imaging systems. The images come down into the control room on digital screens. No one has their eye pressed against a rubber eyepiece. The commanding officer looks at a screen and sees everything. Special operations, the secret missions. Here is something most people do not know about the Virginia class. It is also a special operations platform. The torpedo room on a Virginia-class submarine can be reconfigured. Instead of loading it with weapons, it can be set up to house a large number of Navy SEALs and all of their gear. Lock-in and lock-out chambers allow those operators to exit and enter the submarine underwater without the sub ever surfacing. Dry deck shelter systems can be attached to the hull, allowing full combat swimmers and even underwater delivery vehicles to deploy from the submarine in complete secrecy. This means a Virginia class can sit off a hostile coastline completely undetected and insert a team of SEALs into an enemy country while the enemy has no idea the submarine is even in the area. The platform does not just hunt other submarines and fire missiles. It is a covert insertion tool, an intelligence gatherer, a surveillance platform, a strike asset, all in one machine. The future, where this program is going. The Virginia class is not going away. It is evolving. Block 6 is already in production. The first Block 6 long lead contracts were awarded in March 2025. These boats will carry enhanced stealth technology, more advanced sonar, and new capabilities for what the Navy calls seabed warfare operations focused on the ocean floor, targeting undersea cables, sensors, and infrastructure. Block 6 is also expected to integrate tethered unmanned underwater vehicles, drone submarines that can be launched from the Virginia class and operate independently, extending the boat's range and capability. And just a few weeks ago, on May 8, 2026, the U.S. Navy released its 30-year shipbuilding plan, confirming that Block 7 submarines will be procured starting in fiscal year 2030. These will be the most capable attack submarines the United States has ever built. The goal is 66 Virginia-class submarines in the U.S. fleet, with additional boats being considered for transfer to Australia under the AUKUS agreement. Closing 300 feet below the surface, right now a crew of American sailors is on watch. 6 hours on, 6 hours off. No sunlight, no phone calls home, no headlines. They are listening, they are tracking, and if the order ever comes, they are ready. $4 billion per boat, 135 men and women per crew. 40 Tomahawk missiles on the newest models, a reactor that runs for 33 years without stopping. This is what silent strength looks like. Most of the world will never hear this submarine. That is exactly the point. If you found this look inside one of America's most powerful weapons worth your time today, hit the like button and subscribe. There is a lot more like this on the way, and you do not want to miss it.